services. The problem here is this supermarket has dreadful packing. It's not like super. It's not super green in for. Go ahead.
For the other people that do the deliveries type thing, or
No. So that's our daily route.
Mm-hmm.
So we start here. DM Apotheke LPG and then Lidl. Because also there's one thing that we've done, which is not really on the website either. Actually, is to help others with social distancing. Is we've been providing technological help, and then it then goes into the product.
Ah, I see.
So that's what the important point was ultimately with this was we. Right, so if you want to order from a German supermarket online at the moment, you won't get any delivery slot in Berlin at least for the next 3 weeks. And so if you need food now, you're basically stuck if you're a high-risk group, an elderly person for example, or a family where ideally you don't want to have to go out shopping with the kids in tow. And so that's the problem that our site is trying to solve. We basically offer shopping services for at-risk groups that live here in this building and for families to mean that they don't have to go to the local shops in the neighbourhood. And our tool coordinates those shopping trips to a drugstore, a pharmacy and 3 local supermarkets so those people can maintain their self-isolation and we sort out their shopping for them. We have 2 types of orders. We have what we call express, that basically says someone needs something urgently now. So that goes straight in, I get a notification on my computer and they can call me and say I need something quite urgently. We're not an emergency service, but I need something special now, maybe a prescription from a pharmacy, for example. The other things is our daily round. So that means that every day at 5 o'clock I go off on my bicycle to these 5 shops and do a strict round and I pick up each of the deliveries from each of the shops each day, and so those people then get their deliveries sometime between 6 and 8 p.m. Each evening. And so we do that 6 days a week, Mondays to Saturdays. Sunday is the day off for everyone because the shops are also closed here in Berlin. So that's the basics of the system. It's basically to coordinate all of that so the orders can be made either by telephone, on paper, although we don't really like that because that can transmit the disease, and ideally via the web forms that are on our website, which is shopforme.team. Well, exactly. We tried to wonder what we could do, essentially. So bear in mind that in this building there are very many families and very many people who are over 70 years of age, and so my partner and I, we are some of the few people here who are actually the ones who are low risk and can actually do something. What we also hope is we have a system that works here that you could replicate in other neighborhoods or in other buildings, not only in Berlin but Germany-wide, or indeed in other countries too. Because basically to make this work you need some degree of local knowledge and you need some trust. You need to know your neighbours, and we can therefore coordinate that. So we have a tool that speeds up the coordination, but what supermarkets would work, where you should go for a reliable pharmacy, for example, that requires local knowledge. I can't tell you that for the other side of Berlin, but someone local there, we can give them a copy of our tool that they could run in their own local neighbourhood.